Daily Horoscope for Gemini, June 4, 2025. The cosmic energies today are particularly significant for you, Gemini, as we find ourselves deep in your solar season. This time of year naturally amplifies your inherent qualities. Your quick wit, adaptability, and communicative nature are all enhanced now. On June 4, 2025, Mercury, your ruling planet, forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter in Libra, opening channels of communication and bringing opportunities for intellectual expansion. This planetary alignment suggests that your words carry extra weight today, whether in professional presentations, important conversations, or creative endeavors. The moon will be in Aquarius, forming a supportive air trine with your sun sign. This creates a highly favorable atmosphere for social connections, innovative thinking, and group collaborations. You may find yourself generating ideas at an astonishing rate, though the challenge will be in discerning which ones to pursue. Venus, positioned in Cáncer, brings a tender energy to your second house of resources and values. This placement suggests financial opportunities may arise through nurturing connections or family networks. A gentle approach to negotiations will yield better results than aggressive tactics today. Mars in Scorpio forms a challenging square to your sign, creating a tension that, while potentially uncomfortable, can be channeled into productive determination. This aspect warns against impulsivity in decision-making, particularly regarding joint resources or shared commitments. Saturn's retrograde motion in Pisces continues to ask you to reassess your career path and public image. Today may bring a moment of clarity regarding a professional matter that has been causing uncertainty for some time. Uranus in Taurus remains in your 12th house of the subconscious, potentially triggering unexpected insights or revelations. Pay attention to your dreams and intuitive flashes, as they may contain valuable information about a situation you've been trying to understand. Neptune in Aries brings a spiritual dimension to your 11th house of community and aspirations. This placement encourages you to align your social circles with your highest ideals and to bring compassion to your networking efforts. Pluto, now in Aquarius, continues its transformative influence on your 9th house of higher learning, travel, and philosophy. You may experience a profound shift in perspective today regarding a belief system you've long held. The sun in your sign forms a harmonious aspect with Chiron, suggesting healing opportunities related to self-expression and identity. This is an excellent day to address any insecurities about speaking your truth or standing in your authentic power. In terms of specific life areas, career, today's alignment between Mercury and Jupiter creates excellent conditions for workplace communication, presentations, and interviews. Your natural eloquence is amplified, making this an ideal day to pitch ideas or request that promotion you've been eyeing. Stay focused on articulating your vision clearly, and don't allow scattered energy to dilute your professional impact. A senior colleague may offer unexpected support that advances your position. Love and relationships. The Venus placement in Cáncer brings a nurturing quality to your interactions. For Geminis in committed relationships, expressing appreciation for your partner's emotional support will strengthen your bond. Single Geminis may find themselves attracted to someone who offers security and understanding, rather than your usual preference for intellectual stimulation. The key relationship lesson today is about balancing your need for independence with genuine emotional connection. Health and well-being. The Aquarius moon highlights the importance of mental health and social well-being. Your energy levels may fluctuate today, so schedule demanding activities during your natural peak hours. The Mars square suggests potential for nervous tension, making mind-body practices like yoga or tai chi particularly beneficial. Pay attention to your respiratory system and consider fresh air activities to optimize your vitality. Finance. Venus in your resource sector brings potential for financial gains, particularly through creative ventures or investments related to domestic matters. However, the Mars-Mercury aspect warns against impulsive purchases or speculative risks. Today favors careful planning and consultation with knowledgeable advisors before making significant financial commitments. Social life. With the moon in your 11th house of friendships and the supportive air trine to your sun, social connections feel especially rewarding today. You might receive an invitation to an event that could expand your network in meaningful ways. Digital communications and virtual gatherings are particularly favored, potentially connecting you with like-minded individuals across distances. Personal growth. The Sun-Chiron aspect opens a window for healing related to self-expression. If you've struggled with being heard or valued for your ideas, today offers insights that can transform old wounds into wisdom. Journaling about times when your voice was dismissed could yield surprising revelations about patterns you're ready to release. The position of the North Node in Pisces on this date adds another significant dimension to your horoscope, Gemini. The North Node represents your soul's evolutionary path in this lifetime, and its placement in Pisces in your 10th house suggests that your career development may require embracing more compassion, intuition, and spiritual awareness in your professional approach. You might find yourself drawn to roles that involve helping others or utilizing creative visualization in your work. This nodal influence stands in interesting contrast to your naturally analytical Gemini tendencies, inviting integration of both logical and intuitive capabilities. Asteroid Pallas Athena, representing wisdom and pattern recognition, will be in Leo on this date, activating your 3rd house of communication. This placement amplifies your already considerable communication skills, but adds a dramatic, confident quality to your expression. You may find yourself speaking with more authority and receiving greater recognition for your ideas. Creative writing, teaching, or public speaking endeavors are particularly favored under this influence. Chiron, the wounded healer, continues its journey through Aries in your 11th house of social networks and collective endeavors. This position may bring to light old wounds related to belonging or being valued in group settings. However, today's aspect with your sun creates an opportunity to transform these vulnerabilities into sources of strength. Consider how your unique perspective, perhaps shaped by past experiences of feeling like an outsider, actually enables you to connect with others in meaningful ways. The Black Moon Lilith in Virgo forms an interesting opposition to your sun sign, highlighting tensions between expressed and repressed aspects of your nature. This configuration may manifest as an internal conflict between your natural Gemini spontaneity and a more critical, perfectionistic voice that demands precision. Creative activities that allow for both improvisation and refinement can help integrate these seeming opposites. Looking at the fixed stars, Regulus in Leo forms a sextile with your sun, offering opportunities for recognition and leadership. This regal star encourages you to step into your power with integrity and generosity of spirit. Its influence supports public speaking, performance, or any situation where you need to command attention with grace. The asteroid Juno, representing commitment and partnership patterns, is positioned in Scorpio, creating an interesting dynamic with your relationship sector. This suggests that partnerships today may involve navigating deeper emotional currents than is typically comfortable for air sign Gemini. Power dynamics in close relationships could require attention, but addressing these matters honestly can lead to greater intimacy and trust. The part of fortune, a calculated point representing harmony and flow, falls in your 5th house of creativity and joy today. This placement suggests that your greatest sense of fulfillment will come through creative self-expression, romantic connections, or activities that reconnect you with your sense of playfulness. Following what brings you genuine pleasure could unexpectedly align with your material prosperity as well. Mercury's position not only forms a trine with Jupiter, but also creates a subtle quintile aspect, 72 degrees, with Neptune. This rare and creative aspect enhances your intuitive capacities and may blur the boundaries between logical thought and psychic impression. Pay attention to flashes of insight that seem to arrive from nowhere. They may contain valuable information that your conscious mind hasn't yet processed. The Sabian symbol for the degree of the sun on this day is a network of roads. This symbolic image perfectly captures your Gemini essence, the interconnectedness of paths, choices, and possibilities. Today invites you to recognize how seemingly separate aspects of your life actually form a coherent web of meaning. Connections you make now between different areas of interest could eventually lead to innovative syntheses that others haven't considered. For Geminis born in the first decan, May 21 to 31, today's energies particularly emphasize communication breakthroughs and intellectual pursuits. Those born in the second decan, June 1 to 10, will feel the Venus influence more strongly, with focus on values and resources. Third decan Geminis, June 11 to 20, may experience the Mars square more intensely, with greater drive but also potential for impatience. The day's lunar phase, approaching the third quarter, brings a quality of review and reassessment to your experiences. This is an excellent time to consider what you've learned since the previous new moon, and to begin releasing what no longer serves your highest development. The waning energy supports completion rather than initiation, making this an ideal day to finish projects, especially those requiring communication skills. Your traditional lucky gemstone, agate, could be particularly supportive today. Carrying or wearing this stone may help stabilize your energy and enhance your natural eloquence. For those drawn to color therapy, yellow strengthens your solar plexus chakra, supporting confident self-expression, while turquoise balances your throat chakra, facilitating clear communication. Your natural Gemini adaptability is your greatest strength today, allowing you to navigate the varied energies with grace. The key challenge will be maintaining focus amidst the abundance of options and ideas that present themselves. Practice discernment by asking yourself which opportunities align most authentically with your core values and long-term vision. As the day concludes, take time to document the insights that have emerged. Your mental clarity is particularly sharp under these celestial conditions, and the connections you make between seemingly unrelated concepts could prove valuable in the weeks ahead. Remember, Gemini, that your greatest power lies in your ability to weave disparate elements into coherent patterns. Today's planetary alignments support this natural talent, offering you glimpses of how current circumstances are preparing you for future opportunities that require precisely your unique combination of adaptability and intelligence. Trust the process of your unfolding potential while remaining grounded in practical action steps. The bridge between ideas and implementation is where your growth awaits on this cosmically significant day. For Gemini on June 4th, 2025, the planetary positions create a fascinating cosmic landscape. The sun shines brightly at 13 degrees Gemini, fully illuminating your core essence and bringing your natural gifts of communication and intellectual curiosity to the forefront. This position empowers your self-expression and reinforces your identity, making it an excellent time to showcase your unique perspectives and ideas. Mercury, your ruling planet, is positioned at 8 degrees Cancer, creating an interesting dynamic where your typical quick and analytical thinking takes on a more intuitive, emotional quality. You might find yourself expressing thoughts with greater emotional depth than usual, particularly regarding matters of home, family, and personal security. The moon transits through Aquarius on this day, forming a harmonious air trine with your sun. This alignment enhances your innovative thinking and supports group collaborations, perfect for brainstorming sessions or team projects. Venus, positioned in Leo, creates an opportunity for creative self-expression and brings warmth to your communication sector. Your words carry extra charm today, potentially attracting favorable attention in both personal and professional spheres. Mars in Taurus activates your 12th house of the subconscious, suggesting that much of your energy might be directed toward internal processing or behind-the-scenes work. This position can sometimes create a feeling of working against hidden obstacles, but it also provides powerful energy for psychological insights and spiritual development. Jupiter continues its journey through Virgo, making a quincunx aspect to your sun. This somewhat awkward alignment suggests opportunities for growth that require adjustments to your usual approach. Pay attention to details without losing sight of the bigger picture. Saturn in Pisces forms a challenging square to your sun sign, which may manifest as tensions between your need for intellectual freedom and certain responsibilities or limitations. This isn't necessarily negative. Saturn's influence helps give structure to Gemini's sometimes scattered energies. Uranus in Gemini, a once-in-84 years transit, is particularly significant for you. Currently at 3 degrees Gemini, it's bringing revolutionary energy to your identity and self-expression. You might feel more experimental or unconventional than usual, with sudden insights or changes in how you present yourself to the world. Neptune in Aries forms a sextile to your sun, offering creative inspiration and spiritual insights that can be channeled into your communications and learning endeavors. This aspect supports visualization techniques and enhances your already vivid imagination. Pluto, having recently re-entered Aquarius, activates your ninth house of higher mind, foreign connections, and belief systems. This transformative energy is gradually reshaping your worldview and could manifest as profound insights about life's bigger questions. The North Node in Capricorn and South Node in Cáncer create an axis that cuts across your financial sectors, highlighting issues around shared resources versus self-sufficiency. This nodal alignment suggests your evolutionary path involves becoming more structured and responsible with resources rather than relying on others. Chiron in Taurus forms a sextile to your sun, offering healing opportunities related to self-worth and values. This position helps integrate past wounds into valuable wisdom that can be shared with others. A particularly notable aspect today is the Mercury-Jupiter opposition, which significantly impacts you as a Gemini. This creates a tension between detailed thinking and broader concepts. You might find yourself torn between focusing on specific facts and seeing the bigger picture. The solution lies in integrating both approaches rather than choosing one over the other. The Venus-Neptune square active today could bring some confusion to relationships or financial matters. Be particularly clear in communications about values, money, or affections to avoid misunderstandings. For Gemini rising individuals, today's planetary weather places emphasis on your first house of self and identity, with Uranus transiting this area. This may bring unexpected changes to your personal brand or how others perceive you. These changes, while possibly disruptive in the short term, ultimately align you more authentically with your true self. The concentration of planets in fellow air sign Aquarius creates a supportive trine to your sun, enhancing intellectual pursuits, group activities, and forward-thinking projects. This energy helps you connect your ideas to larger social contexts and collective movements. Gemini, today's celestial configuration creates a particularly dynamic environment for your communication skills. Mercury, your ruling planet, forms a stimulating trine with Jupiter in Aquarius, amplifying your natural eloquence and expanding your mental horizons. Words flow effortlessly from your lips and fingertips, making this an excellent day to pitch ideas, engage in important discussions, or finally send that proposal you've been refining. The moon in Libra activates your fifth house of creative expression, bringing a touch of artistry to your communication style. You may find yourself naturally incorporating more metaphors, descriptive language, or visual elements into your speech and writing. This artistic flair helps others better understand and connect with your ideas on both intellectual and emotional levels. However, be mindful of a challenging square between Mercury and Neptune, which could introduce moments of confusion or misunderstanding. Double-check important details before sending emails or messages, and if something seems unclear in conversation, don't hesitate to ask for clarification. This aspect can sometimes blur the lines between fact and fiction, so maintaining intellectual discipline will serve you well today. In your professional communications, Mars in your 10th house of career provides an assertive edge to your words. You're able to communicate with authority and conviction, making this an opportune time to lead discussions, present to superiors, or negotiate terms. Just be cautious not to come across as too forceful or impatient. Balance that Martian energy with some diplomatic Libra moon finesse. Digital communications receive a boost from Uranus's favorable aspect to your third house. Social media posts, emails, texts, and online content you create today have a higher likelihood of resonating with your audience. Unexpected messages or connections may arrive through digital channels, potentially opening doors to exciting new conversations or collaborations. Venus in your second house suggests that your words carry particular value today, both literally and figuratively. You might find financial opportunities through effective communication, or discover that expressing appreciation and affection brings emotional rewards. Your voice has monetary and emotional currency today. Spend it wisely. For those Geminis working in creative fields, today offers a splendid opportunity to break through any recent mental blocks. The Mercury-Jupiter trine expands your conceptual thinking, while the moon in aesthetic Libra helps you package your ideas beautifully. Writers, speakers, teachers, and artists will find their expressive abilities heightened and more impactful. In personal relationships, this is an excellent day to clear the air about any lingering misunderstandings. You're able to articulate your feelings with unusual clarity and compassion. Partners and close friends will appreciate your willingness to engage in honest conversation, especially if you've been avoiding certain sensitive topics. Your mental agility is particularly sharp today, allowing you to juggle multiple conversations, projects, and ideas simultaneously, even more so than usual. This mental dexterity can be channeled productively into brainstorming sessions, problem-solving endeavors, or situations requiring quick verbal responses. Late in the day, as the moon forms a sextile with Saturn, you'll find it easier to structure your thoughts and give form to your ideas. This is an excellent time to outline plans, draft frameworks for future projects, or organize your thoughts in writing. The flashes of inspiration from earlier can now be grounded into practical communication tools. Listen carefully to your inner dialogue today as well. With Mercury so active in your chart, your self-talk has significant power. Direct those mental conversations toward constructive and affirming narratives rather than anxiety-producing spirals. Your mind is especially influential over your mood and energy levels today. Today's planetary arrangement also supports learning new communication techniques or brushing up on existing skills. Consider dedicating some time to improving your verbal or written expression, perhaps through reading something intellectually stimulating, practicing a foreign language, or experimenting with a new form of creative writing. By day's end, you'll likely feel mentally energized rather than exhausted, despite potentially high levels of communicative output. The stars are aligning to support your natural Gemini gifts of expression, connection, and intellectual exchange. Embrace these cosmic conditions to speak your truth, share your ideas, and connect meaningfully with those around you through the power of your perfectly chosen words. Jupiter's continued presence in your sign makes June 4th, 2025, particularly auspicious for financial endeavors, Gemini. This rare cosmic blessing, occurring only once every 12 years, creates a significant expansion phase for your personal wealth and resources. Today's specific alignment with Mercury forms a harmonious trine aspect, supercharging your communicative abilities around money matters. This is an excellent day to pitch financial ideas, negotiate raises, or initiate important money conversations that have been on your mind. Your persuasiveness is at its peak, particularly during the afternoon hours when the moon shifts into practical Capricorn. Financial intuition runs unusually high today as Neptune forms a subtle sextile to your ruling planet Mercury. You may notice subtle patterns in markets or business opportunities that others completely overlook. Pay particular attention to unexpected insights or financial hunches around 2:30 p.m. when this aspect perfects. This intuitive edge serves you particularly well with speculative investments, though moderation remains essential. Venus, moving through your second house of personal finances, brings fortunate energy to existing income streams. A project or side hustle you've been developing since late April may suddenly show promising monetary potential. The Venus-Jupiter sextile active today specifically favors digital content creation, educational products, or communication-based business models, all natural strengths for your Gemini energy. Your financial communication style receives a tremendous boost today. Whether you're discussing budget matters with family members, negotiating with clients, or presenting financial plans to colleagues, you'll find yourself articulating complex monetary concepts with remarkable clarity. Use this gift to solidify financial partnerships or to clear up any lingering misunderstandings about shared resources. The current Mars position in your fourth house suggests potential financial opportunities connected to real estate, home-based businesses, or family resources. Property investments or home improvement projects started today have favorable long-term growth potential. If you've been considering refinancing property or restructuring family financial arrangements, the afternoon hours provide optimal cosmic support. Trading and short-term investment opportunities look particularly favorable, especially in technology, communication, and transportation sectors, all Gemini-ruled domains. The Jupiter-Mercury aspect creates an expanded vision for spotting trends before they become obvious to the majority. Consider allocating a small portion of your portfolio to emerging technologies, particularly those involving artificial intelligence or communications infrastructure. Expenses related to education or skills development deserve special consideration today. Jupiter's influence in your sign suggests that investing in your own intellectual growth will yield exceptional financial returns in the coming months. A course, certification, or training program that catches your eye today could become the foundation for significant income expansion by year's end. Financial partnerships show promising potential, particularly those involving people from different backgrounds or regions than your own. Jupiter's expansive energy favors cross-cultural collaborations and international business connections. A conversation with someone from a different industry or geographic location might spark an unexpectedly profitable joint venture. Be mindful of a tendency toward financial overconfidence today. While Jupiter amplifies opportunities, it can sometimes cloud judgment through excessive optimism. The moon's square to Neptune in the afternoon could temporarily distort your perception of risks, particularly regarding passive income schemes or get-rich-quick proposals. Apply your natural Gemini analytical abilities before making major financial commitments. Saturn's position continues to restructure your career sector, suggesting that financial discipline remains essential even amid today's abundant opportunities. The most sustainable financial gains will come through combining Jupiter's expansive vision with Saturn's methodical approach. Consider establishing a new savings protocol or investment structure that can capitalize on today's opportunities while building toward long-term security. Your financial networking abilities reach a yearly peak today. Industry events, professional gatherings, or even casual social interactions could lead to lucrative connections. Someone you meet or reconnect with around midday might become instrumental in your financial growth over the next 6 months. Pay attention to seemingly random conversations about money or business. They may contain valuable insights. Gemini's dual nature is perfectly positioned to balance speculative opportunities with conservative financial management today. Jupiter encourages calculated risks while the Capricorn moon grounds your approach. This balanced perspective helps you identify which opportunities merit investment and which require further evaluation. The sweet spot lies in diversifying your approach, allocating resources to both innovative ventures and established financial vehicles. The day's final hours bring a harmonious aspect between Mercury and Uranus, potentially delivering unexpected financial news or a surprising monetary opportunity. This could arrive through electronic communication, perhaps an email, message, or digital notification. Stay alert to unusual financial propositions around 8:15 p.m., as they may contain hidden value not immediately apparent to others. June 4th, 2025 presents Gemini with an extraordinary day of opportunity, particularly with Mercury forming a trine with Jupiter in your sector of hidden resources. This powerful aspect opens doors that have remained invisible until now. Your natural gift for communication reaches new heights today, making this an exceptional time for important conversations, presentations, or any situation requiring persuasive abilities. Your words carry unusual weight and influence. The morning hours reveal your most fortunate zone exists in collaborative projects. Venus's position suggests that group endeavors started today contain seeds of significant future prosperity. Trust your intuitive hits about which colleagues to align with. Your subconscious is processing information your conscious mind hasn't yet recognized. Financial fortunate areas emerge unexpectedly around midday. An unusual conversation or chance encounter between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. could present a lucrative opportunity related to your communication skills. The stars suggest this might involve writing, speaking, or mediating in some capacity. Keep your schedule flexible enough to pursue sudden openings. Technology and digital platforms offer particularly fortunate terrain today. The moon in your third house amplifies your already considerable mental agility, making this an excellent day for launching digital projects, updating your online presence, or exploring new software that could streamline your work processes. Technological solutions implemented today have staying power. Travel, particularly short distances, carries fortunate energy. Unexpected discoveries await during commutes or local explorations. A seemingly random detour could lead to a valuable connection or insight. The North Node's position indicates that physical movement stimulates your luck factor significantly today. Interpersonal fortunate areas highlight siblings, neighbors, and casual acquaintances. Someone you normally interact with superficially may provide key information or an introduction that proves immensely valuable. The afternoon hours especially favor networking with people just outside your usual social circle. Educational pursuits shine brightly under today's aspects. Any learning initiative started now benefits from accelerated comprehension and retention. If you've been considering taking a course or developing a new skill, particularly one involving communication, languages, or information processing, the universe offers exceptional support. Your hands represent a peculiar fortunate zone today. Activities requiring manual dexterity or handcrafting benefit from enhanced precision and creative flow. This extends metaphorically to handling situations with grace and adaptability. The color silver carries fortunate associations for you today, as does the number 5. Wearing silver accessories or incorporating this color into your environment subtly enhances your already favorable circumstances. Literary pursuits carry special blessings. Whether writing, reading, or discussing literature, these activities connect you to powerful currents of inspiration and insight. Journal entries made today contain seeds of important future developments. Gemini's dual nature is particularly harmonized today, allowing you to integrate typically opposing viewpoints or talents. This integration creates a fortunate resonance that attracts positive circumstances and people who appreciate your complexity. Evening hours favor social gatherings with intellectual components, discussion groups, book clubs, or any forum where ideas are exchanged freely. Your contributions in these settings will be especially well received and remembered. Remember that fortune today isn't merely about passive luck, but about recognizing and actively engaging with opportune moments that align with your natural Gemini gifts. The stars provide the potential, but your willingness to remain alert to possibilities transforms potential into reality. For Gemini on June 4th, 2025, your social landscape appears particularly vibrant and dynamic. Mercury, your ruling planet, will be moving through your communication sector in a favorable alignment with Jupiter, significantly amplifying your natural social magnetism. This cosmic configuration makes this Wednesday an exceptional day for connecting with others in meaningful ways. Your words carry extra weight today. People aren't just hearing you. They're truly listening and responding positively to your ideas and perspectives. This isn't just casual conversation energy. It's a powerful opportunity for forging deeper bonds through intellectual exchange. The lunar position in Leo creates a backdrop of warmth and expressiveness in your interactions, encouraging you to be more open about your feelings than you might typically be comfortable with. This vulnerability, though perhaps challenging for air-dominant Gemini, actually works in your favor today. Venus forms a delicate sextile with Neptune, adding a touch of dreamy empathy to your social encounters. You'll find yourself picking up on subtle emotional cues that you might normally miss, allowing for more nuanced and satisfying exchanges. Your social circle may unexpectedly expand today through a chance encounter or introduction, possibly through a professional contact or during an online event. Pay particular attention to anyone you meet who has connections to education, publishing, or international matters, as these relationships carry special potential for future growth. There's also a notable alignment between Mars and Uranus affecting your house of hidden connections, suggesting that someone from your past may resurface in an unexpected way. This reconnection isn't random. There's valuable purpose in this reunion that will become clear in the days ahead. Group dynamics favor you today. If you have team meetings or community gatherings, your input will be particularly well-received and influential. Your natural ability to see multiple perspectives allows you to bridge divides between different factions or viewpoints. For partnered Geminis,